Once, in a quiet village surrounded by golden fields, there lived a boy named Rian, who believed life would always wait for him. He woke late, wandered aimlessly, and thought tomorrow would magically fix everything. His father watched silently, worried but patient, hoping his son would one day understand what truly mattered. One evening, the father handed Rian an old hourglass and said, "Take this to the market and ask what people think it's worth." Rian, puzzled but obedient, walked through the village, showing it to shopkeepers and travelers. Some laughed, some shrugged, and some offered small coins. No two answers matched. When Rian returned home and shared what he had heard, his father simply nodded, as if expecting it. But then he leaned forward, gently placing his hand on his son's shoulder, ready to reveal a truth Rian had never considered. In that quiet room that changed him forever. The next morning, before the sun had fully risen, Rian's father handed him the same hourglass. But this time he said, "Don't ask about the hourglass. Ask everyone how much time is worth." Rian hesitated, unsure what his father meant. But he remembered the calm seriousness in his father's eyes. With a mix of confusion and curiosity, he walked back to the market. When he asked the first merchant, the man stared at him as if he had spoken nonsense. Others waved him away, some laughed, and a few mocked him for asking such a strange question. Embarrassed, Rian felt heat rise in his cheeks, but he kept going because something inside him wanted to understand. At the far end of the market sat an old clockmaker, quietly repairing a broken pocket watch. Rian approached him, hoping this man might offer an answer different from the rest. The old clockmaker looked up, his gentle eyes studying Rian's confused expression. Instead of laughing, he set aside his tools and motioned for the boy to sit. "You're not really asking about the hourglass, are you?" he said softly. Rian shook his head. "My father told me to ask how much time is worth." But no one could answer. The old man smiled, the kind of smile that held decades of understanding. "People think they value time," he said, "but they waste it as if they have endless amounts." He lifted the hourglass, letting the sand flow between the chambers. "Each grain is a moment of your life, falling, whether you notice or not. You can earn money again. You can rebuild a house. But once a moment falls, it never returns." Rian felt something shift inside him, as if a door he never noticed had quietly opened. Rian leaned closer as the clockmaker continued. "The most valuable gift God gives us is time, yet it's the one treasure people guard the least. The young think they have plenty. The old wish they had more. And everyone in between keeps promising themselves a tomorrow that no one is guaranteed." His voice was calm, but every word felt heavy. Rian returned home that evening, carrying more than just the hourglass. His father greeted him quietly, sensing the change before he even spoke. "What did you learn, son?" he asked. Rian took a deep breath and explained everything. The laughter, the confusion, the old man's words. His father nodded, pride softening his tired eyes. "Time," his father said gently, "is the canvas on which you paint your life. Some paint carelessly, leaving blank spaces they cannot fill. Others plan every stroke, and their lives become a masterpiece." That night, Rian lay awake, thinking about the hours he had wasted, the games he had lingered over, the idle walks he had taken. A resolve formed within him. Every moment would now be a choice, deliberate and meaningful. He promised himself that he would honor the gift of time, cherishing it, respecting it, and using it to grow, to help, and to leave a mark that mattered. The next morning, Rian began small. He woke before dawn, watched the sunrise, and planned his day with care. He helped his neighbors, studied with focus, and spent time learning skills he had once ignored. Each tick of the clock reminded him that life was slipping by silently, and he no longer wanted to waste even a single grain of it. Weeks passed, and the villagers noticed a remarkable change. The boy who had wandered aimlessly now walked with purpose, his eyes bright with understanding. His friends asked him the secret, and Rian simply smiled, pointing to the hourglass on his shelf. Time, he said softly, is the most valuable gift from God. We cannot buy it, we cannot keep it, but we can spend it wisely. And once spent, it shapes everything we become. From that day forward, Rian's life became a testament to the power of using time with intention, respect, and love.